Welcome back to the computer application class 8. In this part of the video, we will continue your topic networks. In this video, we will discuss about protocols. As I had explained you already that protocols are set of rules that outline characteristics of how two devices communicate. We have various types of protocols in your syllabus. First we have HTTP. HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Now, Hypertext Transfer Protocol are those set of rules that defines how pages transferred on the internet and what action web browser or web server should take in responses to various commands. This protocol type or HTTP you always going to be noticed in the front of any website. Whenever you type any name of the website, in the front of it, HTTP indicates that is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, a set of rules which defines how web browser should respond to the commands provided by user. Next we have File Transfer Protocol or FTP. Now, file transfer protocols are those protocols which we always follow to upload or download any file from the computer on the internet or from mobile on the internet. Uploading is the process. Here the definition of uploading and downloading is given here. Uploading is the process of transferring files from your computer to a server on the internet. That indicates when you are uploading any specific file on the internet, this process is called uploading. And downloading is the process when you download or when you transfer the file from the server on the internet to your computer. Next we have TCP/IP protocol. Now, TCP/IP protocol is very important whenever you are establishing a network or whenever you are establishing a communication between two different computer systems or two different networks. TCP stands for Transmission Control Protocol and IP stands for Internet Protocol. TCP/IP is a network protocol that defines how the information or the messages are routed from one of the network to the another. As I told you that TCP/IP protocol are those set of rules which defines that how the data is transferred from one system to the another system. Basically, in TCP/IP, we divide your data. If this is your data, then the data is divided into the form of chunks or the form of small packets. That small packets, here it's given that these packets are the small chunks which are broken by the internet while sending the information from one computer to another. Now see here, what basically actually happened that they divide your whole data into the small chunk and that chunks is named as a packets. TCP/IP sets the rules through which the data can be transferred from one location to the another location in the form of packets, and TCP/IP also arrange them properly. In that case, each packet contain the address of the destination computer and the messages are put back together to form the message when this message received reached the destination computer. It also arranged those data properly, which will help the another end user to read the information or to receive the information in the correct format. Next we have POP3, which stands for Post Office Protocol version 3, and IMAP, that is Internet Message Access Protocol. These both protocols are used to store email messages on the mail server and allow the user to view it, access and manipulate the message after downloading or storing it on the computer. But what is the basic difference between POP3 and IMAP? In POP3, the message are downloaded onto your computer but that time simultaneously they are deleted from the mail server. This means that after email is downloaded, it can only be accessed using the same computer. And in IMAP, the message is not actually downloaded. See here, you are not actually downloading the message or storing it on your computer. Instead of downloading or storing, you are reading the message from the mail server from your computer. Last we have SMTP, that is Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. Now, SMTP is used to send the mail from one email address to the another email address. And most email software which uses SMTP, that can either be used POP3 or MAP protocol to receive mails or emails. Thank you.